The revolution that I'm conveying to you is energetic awareness. Imagine if there was a blueprint, a roadmap, a key to being able to see the causes and the results of where the physical things, the problems, the challenges, the stuff you're going through, to see where they came from and what the solution is. And I'm here to tell you energetically that the cause of every problem or challenge that you have is energetic. And the solution to every problem or challenge you have that you haven't figured out yet, or you just don't know what to do, is energetic. So what does that mean? Well, let's get back to what I was talking about. Everything that is visible comes from the invisible. So, you take this chair, for example. Once upon a time, the chair didn't exist. Somebody had a thought that said, hey, let's make a chair. Well, what do we have to do? Well, we got to cut down a tree and get some metal and find a place to manufacture it. And from the invisible, from a thought, from a concept, from a vibration, this physical thing came into reality. It's the same thing with us. Before you were born, you didn't exist in physical form. Energetically, some say your energy always existed, but physically you weren't here. But about 9 months before you came on the scene, your parents had a rush of energy, so to speak. They were feeling the energies of attraction or having a good time and decided to bond and have a great time on a Saturday night. And from that energy that became physical, we showed up. Now, why this is important is because what we're discussing here is being able to recognize invisible patterns, invisible frequencies, invisible energy. Now, is that important? What did Tesla say? If you want to understand the mysteries of life, and isn't so much of our lives, think of what we do. We're always trying to make the right decision every day. Every day we're looking at, okay, what's the best move for my career or for my health or for my relationships or for my well-being? What's the right thing? And we're looking, and where those answers are, they lie in the energetic realm. I'll give you an example of how this works. Have you ever you woke up in the morning and you had a day where everything was going your way? I mean, you're in the groove, you're getting the phone calls, you're getting good news, your projects are working out, relationships going great. You're like, whoa, I'm in the groove here. I don't know why, but everything's moving my way. It feels good, right? Then you have other days where nothing's going your way. It just, no matter what happens, it just doesn't work out, man. You just, one thing after another, you wish you'd never gotten out of bed. How many people have had those kind of days? Okay, so what was the difference? The difference was the energy. It wasn't anything you could put your hands on. Nothing happened. That's what showed up. It was this invisible thing that had an effect on you. And we teach that energy has a power, has a direction, and has a purpose. So, what? Another great example, sports. One of the reasons why football is such a popular sport here, I don't know if you guys saw the last Super Bowl, but you had two teams. They were strong teams. You had Team A and you had Team B. And Team A, in the first half of that game, was just scoring point after point after point. They were just running away with it. Team B was weak, couldn't score any points. It looked like to be a blowout. And in fact, by the halftime, I think that Team A was up like 25, 27 points. It's like, it's over. But just out of curiosity, you watched the halftime. I don't know who the musical guest was. And you watched a little bit of the second half. What happened in the second half? Team A all of a sudden couldn't get it together, and Team B came alive, started scoring points after points. Team A was fumbling the ball. Team B was scoring, coming back. And by the time the second half was over, Team B had come back, beat them, and totally dominated the game and won the championship. Now, what happened? Team A in the first half controlled everything. They were scoring points. They were the superior team. And yet, in the second half, Team B was the superior team. Now, what changed? Same teams, same coaches, same people, same stadium. Nothing you could put your finger on except the energy.